reasons that things started going wrong for the UPA government, many say, is the 2G scam. And if you look at the 2G scam, all the documents that came out of it were all because of one particular act, and that is the Right to Information Act. And those 2G letters were exposed by RTI activist Subhash Agarwal, who's here on agenda today, because today, in fact yesterday, was 10 years of this landmark act, the Right to Information Act. And at this point, the Congress is levelling allegations against the BJP that they are diluting it. On the show today, we have Tom Vadakan of the Congress talking about why they think the government's diluting it, Harish Khurana of the BJP. We also have one of the known activists of RTI, Nikhil Day, joining us from Jaipur, and a whole lot of RTI activists also on the show. But first, let's just take a look at what's happened on it and why there is so much controversy. Siddharth Pandey reports.
You see, I have filed more than 25 RTIs through the missions because other activists have not got any response from the travel details of from PMO. It is a large amount, and as a RTI activist, our job is to be watched out on the taxpayers' money.
Retired naval officer Commodore Lokesh Batra making yet another trip to the post office to file his 25th RTI to get information over Prime Minister Modi's foreign trips since coming to office. It's been more than 3 months, but he says he still hasn't got the complete information. Do you feel that there's been a slight change in gears, in pace of getting information now through RTI?
Yes, not in the PMO, yes.
According to activists, it's not just the Prime Minister's office, but other departments and ministries where getting information is proving to be tough and often taking a long time.
You see, the instance that you pointed out refers to the 8-month gap at the Central Information Commission. That is not the only incident. There have been instances like in Goa and Madhya Pradesh where for years together, not a single information commissioner has been appointed. When the bureaucracy realizes that there is nobody sitting in the commission who is going to pay attention to their cases simply because the appointments have not been made, they will always take it easy. Responses to RTI have slowed down.
So we are not killing it anything, and we are happy people have got aware now. People, the corruption level has come down, yes, but also because of lack of infrastructure and the cases have been piled up.
Since it became law in 2005, millions of Indians have used the right to information to get basic services like ration cards, water connections, and hold their governments accountable. But even 10 years after it became law, 20% of posts of state information commissioners are still lying vacant, affecting the working of the RTI. The RTI is one of the most important legislations since independence. But while both the opposition and the government trade charges over who is more committed for transparency, ironically, the one thing that all political parties agree on is the fact that they are exempt from the RTI and exempt from answering any questions that the citizens may put to them. In New Delhi with Akmal Shibli, Siddharth Pandey for NDTV.
So 10 years later, and one estimate says 40 lakh applicants have been helped in those 10 years of this landmark legislation. So the allegation is it being diluted? Now, Tom Vadakan, why does the Congress say so?
Well, there's records and the country knows about it. This Prime Minister, 16 months or so, when did he form the CIC? When are the officers appointed? Now these dates were announced. He said that he would come and now he says he's busy. Whether Manmohan Singh ji came or not is not the issue. But the Prime Minister's wife is running pillar to post to get answers on her rights. This is the plight of the Prime Minister's wife. If today the common man talks about RTI, he says, "Agar hame information nahi doge, to hum RTI file karenge." This is the biggest weapon that we have given common man. We have suffered, but democracy has won. That's the difference. And we want this kind of transparency. Prime Minister's office is asked about Naga Accord, and they have no clue. While the world at large is told that the Naga Accord has gone through. Please do tell us what has happened to RTI since 16 months.
Okay, so those are a whole lot of allegations against the government, Harish Khurana. How do you counter that?
Two things, ma'am. First of all, I want to make it absolutely clear. This present government is towards the commitment. If you talk about commitment level, we are 100% on this transparency law. We are 100% committed on this. That's the reason. Within 1 week of this, assuming this office, we have issued a circular to all the officers and IAS officers towards this. Secondly, I would appreciate if Congress, BJP allegations and counter allegations not been done. We should evaluate seriously what happened in 10 years and how it can be improved in next few years. What has been, what are wrongs, what are rights, what can be done to better this, in spite of alligating and counter alligating these all things. I don't want to do politics on this, but yes, the suggestion which can come in about how we can do better in this kind of form of this. It will be appreciated on this. Okay,
Nikhil Day, that's Congress and BJP fighting over this. What's your take as someone who's fought to first bring in RTI as an act, and now 10 years later, do you think that these allegations about government diluting, do you think that's correct?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely correct that this government has not shown any particular enthusiasm, and that's very disappointing because this government talked a lot about transparency and accountability when it was in opposition. But I think 10 years of RTI, our expectations should be much higher. We are no longer asking about just implementation of a law. We should be moving forward, and government should be coming forward to use the opportunity it has through the RTI by using section 4 to make sure that people don't even have to file applications. No sign of that at all. It's really good that the Congress says that they have suffered, but yet they are committed to the law, and democracy has won. It would be great if the Congress and the BJP today were to appoint PIOs as per the Information Commission orders and make sure that the political process also comes under the gamut of the RTI law. Their expenditure and that citizens can easily access to make sure that the corruption that takes place in the electoral process.
Can I ask you to clarify that, sir? Okay, can I ask you to clarify that? Yeah. Are you saying even Congress governments, Congress states are not doing that? They're not, funding and...
I'm saying Congress party, BJP party, all political parties have ignored the decision of the Information Commission to say that they should appoint PIOs. So it's great that the Congress says that even if it suffers, it's committed to the law. Then it should make sure that a PIO is put there and set an example. But even more, the BJP that's now in government has a burden on it to actually do something for transparency, and it's done nothing at all. There is simply writing a circular to various offices of no value. The appointment of information commissions has been lax. There has been no proactive disclosure. The whistleblower protection law, the grievance redress law, and the Lokpal law, which are all connected with this law where we should be moving forward. No action on that at all. They've got it bogged down. So this government can claim no benefit of giving benefit to people through transparency. It is dragging its feet.
Okay, Harish Khurana, this is not a politician saying it. This is Nikhil Day saying it. So how do you respond? Because he's saying that your circular is not good enough. The numbers speak for itself. Siddharth's report has shown how in all the state commissions there are vacancies.
See, there's a practical problem also which is coming in right now. Almost, I have a report with me. The lack of adequate infrastructure is there. Not in the central EC, but if we talk about state also.
Yeah.
And the bureaucracy is, there's a poor record of keeping of the records. Within the bureaucracy is one of the causes which is getting delayed. That's the reason. That's the reason. Since last 18 years, many of the cases in 18 years has been pending.
No, that is okay. That may be a reason you are delaying the information that you give. But why is it that you're not making the appointments? State governments and center is responsible for that, right?
See, you can ask the states. As far as central government is concerned, we are doing our best, program. We are doing our best.
You don't agree?
We are doing our.
Now, why are they not implementing the whistleblower protection law, the Lokpal law?
Do you want to respond?
Sorry, I didn't get.
Why not implement the whistleblower law?
We are doing it. We are doing it. He knows it.
No,
already in Parliament, Lok Sabha, the bill has already been in Lok Sabha.
After their term expires, they will look at the Whistleblowers Act, and you have 45 RTI activists dead and gone from this world. Till then, this government won't react. 45
happened
dead.
in my government, my dear sir.
45 dead.
Everything has happened in BJP government only. Just tell me if you're counter-allegating, if you're allegation, but my point is, allegation and counter-allegation will not result anything. If you're saying in last 16 months, everything has happened, you're absolutely wrong, sir.
There's one, I think, Commodore, you wanted to say something, then I wanted to go back to Nikhil Day. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, we were talking of delaying the appointments. I'm talking of appointments.
Yes.
You see, last Chief Information Commissioner Rajiv Mathur retired on 22nd August 2014.
Yes.
Names for the new IC, 3 IC started, applications were sought from 25th February 2014.
Yeah.
Again in July. Now, appointments of a new Chief Information Commissioner took place only on 10th June 2015. The chair was kept vacant for months.
I know.
And, pendency
and
was
after
filed.
Going to Supreme Court.
And
after going to High Court.
Yeah. 1 minute, I want to add. You see, unfortunately, even there, the 3 ICs were to be appointed Information Commissioners. 3 ICs were shortlisted.
Okay.
It is in the final meeting which held on the 1st June, I have the entire file, it was decided to fill up only 1, while the court was assured that 3 ICs, 1 chief, and the chief who has been appointed was only for 170 days, he is retiring again.
Harish Khurana, when so many activists feel like that and people like Nikhil Day and others feel like that, why is it that, when the date was changed for the Prime Minister that he couldn't come? Because a lot of people have read too much into the Prime Minister not attending. See, you know that right now, it's not an issue of Prime Minister going or not going. Now, issue is not this. I have already stated that in 2010, it has happened before also. Last year, nobody attended. But the matter of fact is, our senior most minister, that is Arun Jaitley, is going. That's not a going Prime Minister is going or not going doesn't solve the matter now. Okay. And after all, we require the good suggestion from the people and what amendment we can do to it. Okay, we're going to take a short break now. When we come back, we'll speak to Subhash Agarwal, who has been digging up all those articles. How bad was it during the UPA time? And is it the Babus, the bureaucrats, which have been stopping and trying to throttle RTI in the first place? We'll talk about that in just a bit.